What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and as we discussed prior to this video, Darren Waller is not something that I thought he was, so the smartest thing to do at this time would be to get rid of him while, people are actually out there thinking that he's going to be, that dude. He's not that much better, in my opinion, than Jermichael Finley. He's faster, but he's not better. Because, Jermichael Finley gets open on anything. It's ridiculous the way it happens, but the deep route running is so OP, he'll just go and burn everybody deep. And that's pretty much what it is. So people have to understand exactly what you're looking for in that position. For me, I was looking for something in particular. I wanted somebody that I can moss with. I wanted somebody that would be able to run block. He run blocks pretty good, but he was not able to moss the way that I wanted. So he does not serve a purpose for me. That does not mean in your offense he won't be OP, because you might come out with those glitchy routes and deep outs and all kind of crazy posts, and he might burn people. But for me, it's logically not acceptable, the stuff that he was doing. Pretty much, let me go ahead and explain what was going on. He has an 87 jump chem, and then now I'm starting to realize Jimmy Graham, the animations that he gets is kind of crazy. All right, and you can also notice that this guy's price dropped steadily throughout the day. People were starting to realize this guy's kind of garbage, and it's not just me. Regardless of what you're utilizing him for, a lot of people weren't happy with the way his card played. So it's not just me, but for my offense, he would have been unbelievable if he was able to go up there and get the ball in that coverage that I need, like cover threes, two-man under, stuff like that. Jimmy Graham is able to do that simply because he gets those great animations. All right, but he also has a 94 jump chem. Keep in mind that his card, it still shows him at a 90 jump even before you add any chems. So that has a lot to do with it. Plus, he's 6'7". Now, the next thing you guys are going to ask, yeah, but Jimmy Graham's not that fast. I don't need him to be. I absolutely don't need him to be that fast. All I need him to do is to be able to go up and get the ball, give me an animation that's not going to make the defense pick it. Bro, it's very simple for me. But a lot of you guys, you look for different aspects of the card. So now, we had just recently raid sold Jimmy Graham. We have to go back and get him. Now look, the good thing about doing it in this time period is that people were getting rid of Jimmy Graham to get coins to go after Darren Waller. So we're gonna get Jimmy Graham's card a lot cheaper than we originally got him for, and pretty much still be up over 1 million coins, because it works out that way. Because people don't really understand, the value of these cards, it's all based on, what you're trying to do with the card. All right, so getting him at 228, in my opinion, is a steal, because the last time I got him, he was like 300 and change. All right, so if you're gonna run an offense where you're primarily looking at, running specific types of, tight end routes, deep crosses, post, stuff like that, you will have success in that regard. If you're doing other things, like what I'm doing, and trying to learn how to moss and do stuff like that, I've already figured it out. I know exactly what I need to do. I know exactly the type of animation that I need. I don't know exactly what you guys are trying to do, because it is very, very difficult. And a lot of you guys are like, yo, I can't figure it out. Of course you can. It's just going to take time, because EA went out of their way, due to a lot of complaints with Madden 20 about, the Gmia streak. They went crazy with it. And they made the animations even more OP. So because of that, you're going to have to worry about the fact that there's going to be a lot of predetermined animations in the game. But that doesn't mean that you stop trying. You keep going, because again, when you get that one guy that wants to sit in cover 3 all game, and you know how to throw that ball up and moss him, you are going to make him understand, hey, you suck at Madden, so now you need to go do something else. Because a lot of people, everybody's complaining, oh, disengage blitz, disengage whatever. It doesn't really matter, bro. You got to understand, right now with the way the game is, you can counteract it. I played a guy that was just doing whatever he wanted the entire game, and pretty much what his offense was throwing slants right into my defenders' faces, and he was catching it. There's different ways to win in this game. So you can complain about whatever, but my biggest pet peeve is this: DC glitchers. Because just think about it, right? No matter what else happens in the game, if you understand Madden, you should be able to figure out somewhere around the lines of how to stop what somebody's doing. The QB draw. Some of you guys saw me play the QB draw for the first time live on stream on Twitch. And if you guys are following me on Twitch, you don't have to be a sub on Twitch to watch my past broadcast. Check out some of those gameplays, because I get to see what a lot of people are running, a lot of what's in these ebooks, and we figure it out right there. Okay, because I look at it, I understand what Madden is doing, and I know exactly what I need to do to fix it, and I just do it. So a lot of the complaints, what's going to happen is, if EA starts to pay more attention to me and they patch the game, all of us are going to be able to do the streak a lot easier, because the game fundamentally is what it is. I tell you this, when you get the game originally when it drops, not a lot of what that is going to change. They may tune some stuff like bench press and stupidness like that, but the actual fundamentals of the game, once they destroy that, the game it's going to be a nightmare. So you got to be careful about what you're asking for, because you got to remember who's patching the game. They have a reputation for when they're patching the game, everybody gets scared. That's not a good reputation to have. So everybody needs to be a little bit more cautious with that as we go into this. So that's why I'm saying right now, I haven't had anyone moss me in the game yet. In 20, people learned it, so they were mossing me. So I'm pretty much a step ahead of the game right now. I'm showing you guys that it's in the game, but it's a little bit different than what it was in 20. So it's not that big of a deal right now because most people haven't cracked the code. But I'm letting you guys understand that jump attribute is actually something that adds a factor to it. It's not all about the abilities now. So that's a game changer. Because for me, I'm looking at it like, yo, everybody's an Avenger. Like, this dude's the Incredible Hulk, this other guy's Captain America. Now their actual attributes have something to do with the way that they're playing. So that's a good look. That actually makes a lot of sense for a lot of us. So if they start to patch the game a little bit, that might create some situations where, you know, a lot of you guys may not be too happy about it. So I'm just letting you guys understand. A lot of the things that are going on, like the drop interceptions, that was something that the patch destroyed. Just keep in mind, catching the ball and picks and all that stuff was typically fine prior to them even touching the game. So now, the more that they continue to go in and patch the game, it creates more issues. I don't know if you guys remember, like 2 years ago, they said that their goal was to not patch the game as much and to focus on tuning. They understand that they're destroying the game more and more every time they actually do a title update. Sometimes they'll fix something. Like for me, the only thing that they've logically fixed was the kick meter glitch, where you were just missing field goals because of the lag. Other than that, they haven't really done anything to do, like, to fix gameplay. All right, they made us drop more balls, they made us drop more passes, interceptions, stuff like that. But as far as overall where the game is, even if they left it the way that it is right now, we've all become accustomed to it. All they should do is probably tune interceptions and tell everybody, figure it out. Learn how to stop this. Yo, bro, people block my blitzes. People go out and they come out with, with their schemes and their ebooks and they run QB draw and get 0 yards. And I didn't look up anything. I did it live on stream because you got to understand, if you're a heavy blitzer, obviously a QB draw is going to go for 6. Don't blitz. Like, it's like common knowledge that I think that we've lost because everybody is so used to just going on Twitter and complaining to EA, and then EA patches it. We don't take the time to look at it and say, all right, let's fix this. Bench press. Bro, dudes was bench pressing me into the ground. I logged off. They were at my crib bench pressing me, but I didn't care. I came out, I started to run the ball, even with the fact that the bench press worked against the run. I didn't care. I had to figure out a way. Look, it doesn't really matter. It's just the old school mindset of understanding that you have to overcome, bro. You can't just be trying to get everything patched and patch this, whatever. But again, with Darren Waller, if you guys want to keep him, I'm just giving you guys the straight up info. He's not what I thought he was. So if you're just going to use him to throw the ball to him on deep crossers, whatever, in the tight end position, that will be fine. If he's a guy that you're looking to moss with, he will give you issues. Even though he gets the deep out elite and all that stuff for one, similar to Jimmy Graham, he's not as good as Jimmy Graham is. I'm just letting everybody understand that so that there's no discrepancy. 95 jump versus 87 jump. You do the math. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You have an unbelievable day. One love, y'all.